the NDB CS policy, we do have 3 E's, that is the environment, entrepreneurship and education. We have taken this initiative to get the carbon footprint. Although we are not a manufacturing company, we have brought it upon ourselves to see how best we can reduce the carbon footprint. Come to a day and age where its business can't stand alone. You can't only think of the profits. You have to also think of the environment. You have to think of the future generations. So we have to do ethical business. When I say ethical business, it includes ESG, that is the environment, social governance. So all that comes in. If you're doing ethical business, then all this falls into place, including the environment. So this is so important now going forward, because if we need foreign investors or stakeholders, or if you look at the younger community, the younger generation, they are very much concerned about our environment. So it is our duty to ensure, even in the business that we do, that this resonates with the rest. So that will give us, because we get our carbon footprint and everything done, we feel that gives a lot of comfort to our stakeholders, and it helps build our brand. At NDB, we have this CSR committee, which is comprised of employees from different divisions. These are employees who are passionate about the environment and social service. So that committee keeps changing every year. So we get the buy-in of all of them, and the decisions are taken together with them. This year, we wanted to do something different. We wanted to reach out to the deaf community. In fact, the Department of Social Service reached out to us, and they asked us whether we can fund the first ever sign language booklet, which we were very happy to do. So we understand there are about 500,000 deaf individuals in Sri Lanka. So we did fund that. It's a very professional book which has been done with the inclusion of all stakeholders. That will give some legal validity to this community, and it will be a precursor to the statutes that are coming with regards to sign language. So in addition to that, we also actually funded the first oratory competition for the deaf individuals, and we were very heartened to see that they were actually very conscious about the environment, which is an eye-opener for us as well. Then in addition, we also looked at funding 40 differently abled students. We gave them dry rations for the entire month for them to survive, and we also helped them with some material. This is where they can actually use this material to do Christmas decor themselves. There's a lot of creativity involved in there, and they would actually sell that product, and they would earn some money from that. So that helps them in knowledge-wise and creativity, and also it will give them an income. So it gives them a sense of independence. So that too we saw as something different. Then this year we also, on a request, we did reach out to a very left out community, that is the mental health patients. We reached out to all our employees and asked them whether they are willing to hand over some of their clothes, newly used clothes, to this forgotten segment. And we had a overwhelming response from all this staff. So this is staff from all over the country. They all got together and we pulled, and we got a whole lot of clothes, and we donated it to this community, which we hope will help them. So those are some of the things that we have done during this year, something different that we have done. It's apart from our usual projects. So At the CSR committee, we think just doing CSR only is not enough. It has to be measured, or there has to be a value that comes in. So we need to see whether what we are doing is done correctly. So for this, we try to get stakeholder engagement. What we do is through our committee, we get the feedback from the employees to see, we get the ideas and we see whether what we have done, we get a feedback from them to see whether it is done okay. Now, for example, we funded the RO plant, that is a water purification plant in Laggala, and we find that after we did that, it's the entire village that is actually benefiting from this. So after we funded them, we were happy to know that there is not a single kidney patient in that village, whereas there are kidney patients around the village. So that is one feedback that we have. And then we have also been funding this forest in Laggala. It's a very remote area. And when we went there, we first saw that part of the hill was all destroyed with fire. Apart from replanting, we funded the fire belt. And again, we are happy to note that there hasn't been a single fire after we did that. So that kind of thing kind of gives us a lot of happiness that what we are doing is correct. We apply for awards. That is one means to see where we stand, to benchmark ourselves against the industry, to see whether we are doing the correct thing, and we are happy with our progress so far. We actually reach out to all our employees, and it's kind of unique because we give them the opportunity to take part in the projects that we do. We actually, there is something called the employee volunteerism. Previously, we used to have little sub-projects where we used to allocate certain amounts of funds for them to come up with their own projects. But since of late, we have the bigger projects and we let the employees go and volunteer, so that they, it's more than just saying that we are doing CSR. Each person gets the feel that they are part of it. So the recent one that we had was the mangroves. We did take our employees to see the mangrove project and get involved in it. And subsequently, there were some management trainees that were trained by the HR department. They too were taken there. So we want that to be a continuing project. Then we have just signed up with the ocean cleanup. So we are hoping to do that in the future. When we are doing CSR, all employees have to be knowledgeable, so that it's not only to the community. We reach out to our customers and our stakeholders. So all, especially the employees who are directly dealing with the corporates and the SMEs and the project finance, they have to be fully aware of ESG and environment. So we train them. There's a mandatory training for those employees. If not, it's open to the others. So some of the top management also has done that exam, including us at the CS committee. We also have to do it, and we are also dealing with so many international creditors, so they are very, very particular on this ESG. So our knowledge has to be very much high on that, and we have ESG committees, which is a board subcommittee, and we have to prepare a lot of reporting, and it's done in a very systematic manner. So I would say the employees of NDB can be proud to say that they have got a good training on ESG and yes. So at the NDB CS policy, we do have 3 E's, that is the environment, entrepreneurship, and education. We did have medical at in the previous years, but we have done a lot in that area. So we thought we will now concentrate on this area, which is the need of the country as well. So entrepreneurship is very, very much one of our goals. That is, we look at the entrepreneurs who contribute to the society from the environmental angle. Then we also actually try to put this in all our agreements that we sign with our customers. So indirectly, it is spread all across the environmental and social governance, which is a very big topic currently in the world, I would say. So I would say we are trying our best to keep up with all those standards. Apart from that, I would also like to say that from the CSR committee, we have taken this initiative to get the carbon footprint. We actually, although we are not a manufacturing company, we have brought it upon ourselves to see how best we can reduce the carbon footprint. So for the past 3 years, we have been doing it, and we have been consistently reducing carbon footprint. So this year also we'll be doing the same thing. So it's a very professionally done assessment where we have got the experts to come and help us. And we in fact look even how employees commute to the bank. If we provide transport to them, that is also a plus point for us, where we reduce the carbon emissions. So we look at the electricity, the water consumption, travel, and reduction of paper. So all that is done to the CS committee through our administration department.